Would you wear this for work? How about this? Or this? How you dress for work will affect your employer's opinion of you. And a recent survey by the Association of Image Consultants International Singapore found that 7 in 10 employers here feel that their employees are dressed too casually.
When it comes to dressing, we found that the majority of employers want their staff to see less casual and sloppy dressing in the office. When it comes to casual, many of them feel that it is like wearing jeans in the office, and they also state that in terms of what smart dressing is like, they want to see more smart and more sharp dressing.
Do Singaporeans agree? And do they think it's an issue if they dress too casually for work?
Well, I think most people dress properly, when they work.
Well, maybe the office policy, the dressing policy wasn't very explicit about what you're supposed to wear or not. So I guess if they feel like how they dress is within the framework, I think that's fine. Maybe if employers have a problem, then maybe they could just tell the employees that, oh, maybe I think you should dress a certain way. So if the employer has a opinion about it, maybe he could give an example of what he expects.
Do you mean sloppy like what I'm wearing now? Singapore is a hot country, so I believe we want to dress as casual as possible because we want to feel comfortable, and when we do feel comfortable, we can work comfortably and work well.
I don't think it's a problem. I guess it's up to the employer and what kind of brand they're sort of putting out.
Some feel that the occupation and work location will decide what goes into your work wardrobe.
If they're obviously a high-flying businessman, of course they need to be dressed sharply, but if they're in the creative industry, then you kind of got to look trendy. You know, nobody likes a bland sort of designer.
Depends on which area you're working. If you're working in town, surely you will be in a smart attire, isn't it? But if you're in a rural area, and you just like me.
Like if you are in the office where you have to go for meeting and meet clients and everything, I think you should wear a proper dress because it's a representation of your employer. While if, for example, you work in a back office where you don't have to meet people and everything, I think you can just wear anything as long as it's appropriate.
But if you're in a managerial position in the back office, you will have to dress like one, according to Ms. Pang.
For managers, you do have to look the part, because if you want to gain more respect from your employees, you want to look like a manager. So we don't expect, say, a technician to come in a suit and tie, because he's on the job, he's working with his hands and so on. But on the other hand, it doesn't mean that technicians can then go sloppy or casual, because again, they need to look smart in whatever they're wearing.
Workplace location should also not be a marker for dressing, according to employers in the survey.
Some employers say that if you look at casual or sloppy dressing, you get the impression that the person has a can't-be-bothered attitude. So whether you're living in the city or working in the city or working in the heartlands, you still have a can't-be-bothered attitude, So smart dressing, on the other hand, tells them that you are competent, you are credible, you are reliable, and so again, it doesn't matter where you are working.
But if you still think comfort is key and that casual wear is okay for the workplace, be prepared to lose some brownie points when appraisal time comes around. Find out more in the next clip.